Hi guys, and welcome back to this channel. Today I'm going to be doing just a little book haul, but quickly before I do show you guys any books, I just have to quickly show you guys two CDs that I just recently got, which who buys CDs anymore? Me and my grandma. I still buy CDs. The reason being I like to have a physical copy of things. I like to hold on to it and see the detail that the artist has put into packaging and the little pamphlets that come with it. So the one that I was most excited about is the new Florence and the Machine album. This is straight up my favorite artist and I love her. Her other two albums I listened to religiously for probably like 5 years of my life, and then you kind of get sick of music after a while if you listen to it that many times, and she didn't release any music for so long. So when I saw this and when I heard about it and I marked it on my calendar, yeah, I got pretty excited. So yesterday I texted my boyfriend when I was at school, because I was at school all day, and I was like, you need to go get me the new Florence album because it just came out today and I need it. So I got on the day it came out, true fan, and I'm really excited and I love it. So far I've listened to it through twice and I love it. So that's one, and then the other one I got is the new Mumford & Sons, which I've been on and off game with this band. Sometimes I love them, sometimes I'm like, please stop, just stop. This is their new one called Wilder Mind. Isn't that nice? Basically, I don't know how I feel about it yet, to be honest. I think I need to listen to it about 5,000 times before I have an opinion, because as of right now, I'm kind of like, it's kind of like when you bite something and you're like, oh yeah, it tastes good, and then you kind of wait and it has a really bad aftertaste. That's kind of how I feel about this right now, but my opinions will probably change because I've only listened to it once. So we'll see. Well, I'll let you know. Anyways, let's move on to some books, because that's why you're here. This one I'm about to show you, this is actually a gift. So, Dad, if you're watching this, turn off the video right this second. He's actually downstairs right now, so I'm gonna be quiet. But I got this for him for Father's Day because that day is coming up. And this is the, oh my god, I never noticed her. That name was Catherine Boo. That is fabulous. I want my last name to be Boo. Anyways, this is the book called Behind the Beautiful Forevers, Life, Death, and Hope in a Mumbai Undercity. Essentially, you can see all the awards on it. It's fun. It's got the 10 best books of New York Times book review. It's one of the Indigo Spotlight books, which is like the bookstore that I go to, Chapters. And then it is the National Book Award winner. She also is the winner of the Pulitzer Prize. She's won the Pulitzer Prize for public service. I don't know what that means about her writing, but this is supposed to be amazing. So I got this for my dad for Father's Day, and I thought that would be a really nice gift. So that's the first book. I'm definitely going to read this as well. Don't get me wrong. Everything in my house I want to read. This sounds really interesting, and all the awards on it, I mean, it must be good. The next two are for me, and they're both fantasy, I guess. I haven't read a good fantasy in a really long time. Since I read, I would say, like after reading Game of Thrones, nothing really competes. Like nothing is like as phenomenally written as that. Nothing is as like captivating as that. I would say The King Killer Chronicle is one of my other favorites, which I've talked about all my favorite fantasy series before, I think, in a video. But I haven't really found anything that's like that amazing. So I picked up two books that are both series that I just thought I would start and see how I like them. So the first one, this is something I've been meaning to buy for a very long time, and it is Diana Gabaldon. And this is the book Outlander. I believe there's about 5 books in the series now. I see them all the time. They have like the same like tiny font, huge book sort of situation as Game of Thrones. And I've read the first like chapter in the library, and it sounds really interesting to me. And now it's a TV show. So I haven't seen the TV show at all, but I'm really interested in reading this. I don't really know 100% what it's about. I'm not sure if this is as like fantasy as Game of Thrones, like where are the dragons at, you know what I mean? But I'm excited to see how I like this. This will be coming up soon in my reading lineup. I've got a lineup that's for shizzle. Tell me if you guys have read that or watched the TV show. I'm interested to see how it is. I picked this up random because it was on the Indigo Spotlight again, and I've never even heard of this. So it sort of seems a little bit weird. It's called Red Rising. This kind of cover art makes me feel like really unattracted to the book. I don't know why, but like it's so dramatic and unnecessary. Is that like fair to say? And I don't even think this is young adult. Anyways, what I basically read, that this was like a good combination between The Hunger Games and Game of Thrones. Yes, and those are like two of my favorite series, so I was like, hello. So I picked this up, and it's by Pierce Brown, the guy that wants to be a model. Good for you. Keep working. I don't really know what this is about yet. I'm not really sure. This could be like a really amazing, woo, like new favorite series, or this could be like a flop. And I don't know, like there's something about, tell me if this is like just me. I really like owning books. Like having that book that I'm reading right now be from the library like gives me stress. Like I know it's overdue already because it's such a big book that I know, like I was like, yeah, it's gonna be overdue, yeah, sure. It just gives me a certain level of stress, whereas when I own a book, I get to keep it and cherish it and stroke the author's face like this. You don't get to do that with rented books. You have to give them back and you can't, you know, make a connection with your books. If you spell in the book, it's like, oh, no big deal, it's mine. You can lend books out if you really like a book and be like, oh yeah, here's the book that I really loved. Please give it back to me though, because normal people don't. And that's really the plus side to owning books. So these are some of the new books that I just picked up. I'm really excited to read every single one of them, and hopefully they all go well. I'm sure you'll hear about me talking. I'm sure that's not the right sentence. I'm sure you will hear me talking about these at some point or another in the next couple of months because, yeah, I mean, I'm excited to read them. I love to read. And if you want the latest updates on what I'm reading, how I'm going with my book that I'm currently reading, you can follow me on GoodReads. I love it. I most love like when I have talked about a book and I see one of you guys who's following me or like friending me, I don't know how that shit works, like reading it. If I see someone on GoodReads who I'm following who like is reading a book that I absolutely love, like 10 thumbs up, like I love it. So yeah, that's basically everything. I don't really have anything else to say. The one other thing I would quickly just say, quickly, because I don't want to be like really annoying and just saying random things the whole time because this video is random. But one of the best books I've ever read as well was All My Puny Sorrows. If you want a good book right now, you guys, holy crap, pick that up and read it. It's amazing. I feel like I didn't give it enough credit when I read it because I was reading so many other things and I'm busy and so on and so forth. But that is one of my other favorite books of all time. Like, I can't even say enough. I was literally reading it on the bus and crying, like to myself, just being like, It's so beautiful, and so many of the quotes in it were like so relevant to my life and everyone's life with family and having siblings and all this. Anyways, I could do, actually, you know what, maybe I will do a whole review on it. Let me know if you'd like that. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you all very soon. Bye! And let me know what you're reading right now, or what you want to read in the future, or anything that has to do with books. Okay. Bye!